Hey guys, it's Manda Panda. Today I am going to be transforming this cutesy little hermit crab LPS into the villainous coconut crab TAMATOA from Disney's Moana. I'm going to be using a yellow nail polish, a red one, a very dark purple, and a bright blue. I'll put the exact names down in the description box below, and I'm going to be applying them directly to the LPS using the sponge method to give it an ombre effect. So I'm putting just a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, a lot of dark purple, and a lot of blue directly onto the sponge, and then I am going to dab the sponge directly onto the LPS. Now this particular color combination I am using for the claws, so I'm dabbing that directly onto that claw there, and you can see it is giving me a gorgeous gradient color. It is very light, so I am going to repeat that technique 3 to 4 times until the color is very opaque, and I'm going to also do that to the other claw and to the inside of the claws. Now I'm taking that really pretty bright blue and I'm going to paint the crab's entire body with it. Now if you don't have nail polish or you don't like using nail polish, you could always use acrylic paint for this particular custom. You should still be able to do the ombre technique with the sponge. It might not be as smooth as nail polish, but it still will work. Now it's time for his face. I'm taking some acetone and I am removing as much of the hermit crab's original eyes. And now I'm using that sponge technique again, but this time I have a big blob of yellow, and then I've put some red just down at the bottom because the majority of TAMATOA's face is yellow and it's outlined in red. So that's what I'm doing. For the eyes, I am doing the same ombre technique with the sponge, but I'm using blue and purple. Whatever parts of the head that are still exposed, I am covering with that bright blue nail polish. So it's a lot of the same technique. I'm just using different color patterns to kind of match TAMATOA. Now I have this really vibrant turquoise blue color, and I'm just gonna go in and give his body some random highlights and pops of this bright blue turquoise nail polish just to give it a little more dimension. It wouldn't be TAMATOA without those crazy teeth and spikes on his shell, so I'm going to be giving the LPS those details in 3D using some Sugru, which is air dry rubber. I've used it in lots of customs in the past. I am taking a little piece of Sugru, cutting it into a strip here, and then I am going to cut off little small pieces from this strip in different widths and use those for TAMATOA's teeth. So I'm just going to attach those directly to the face here, and I'm going to give him several teeth. And I love the way that this looks because it looks 3D, it has texture. You could just paint the teeth on, but it just looks so much better and realistic when it's in 3D. So there are his teeth. They came out really creepy and awesome. Now I'm taking some really small pieces here and I am attaching them directly to the shell to give it the effect of being some spikes, and I'm going to let this Sugru dry overnight. Once it has completely dried, you can paint it. So I am switching over to acrylic paint now. I have black acrylic paint and I am just defining the smile line here. Now I'm going to paint the teeth a very pale yellow, and acrylic paint does stick very well to the Sugru. Now I'm going to switch back to working on TAMATOA's eyes. I'm taking a very bright marigold yellow and I'm going to create a little squinty looking eye here, and it's going to take me 2 to 3 coats to get really good coverage. I've outlined the eyes in red and I had to do it off camera because it's It's really hard to get those really fine lines on camera. I'm going in with my nail dotting tool and just popping in his actual eyes, and those look really, really neat. Using that same pale yellow I used for the teeth, I am going to paint Tamatoa's shell and his spikes. Now I have a soft brown color, and I am just going to randomly spot that brown at the top of the shell to give it the look of sand. And this is the last step of painting for Tamatoa. So once all the paint has completely dried, you can seal the LPS. I am going to give it a thick coat of varnish so none of my work gets scratched off. The final detail are Tamatoa's little antennas. So I have fine black wire, and I'm going to attach that to the back of the head right in between the eyes using some Gorilla Glue. Let the glue set, and let's take a look at the completed custom. Here is my Littlest pet shop figurine inspired by Tamatoa from Disney's Moana, and he looks amazing. All of that gradient effect with the nail polish made him look so cool. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you have an idea for another custom LPS, I would love to hear it, so let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, little pandas. Until next time, bye. Tamatoa's hanging out with Moana and Maui. If you have not seen those custom My Little Pony videos, be sure to check them out. I will link them down below. You can follow me online to get the latest news and updates. Like my Facebook page, facebook.com/MandaPandaToyCollector, or follow me on Instagram at MandaPandaToyCollector. Want to mail me something? Guess what? You can. Mail it to Manda Panda, P.O. Box 2855, Humble, Texas 77347.